Back, and we're going to do the 4.25 problems now. 4.25 problems in packet are number 2 and number 4. So first we'll look at, this once again is factor form. What makes this a little bit more difficult is now you actually have this A value. You see you have a value out here. Okay, and this value needs to be distributed. You can either do it in the beginning, but I always like to save it for the end. So it's like you have this -1/2. Well, first, multiply these together, and then you distribute that -1/2. So it's just doing an extra algebra step. So same start. Let's multiply these out. Because remember, multiplication, it doesn't matter which order I multiply them in. Okay, but I think you'll see it's a little bit easier doing this part first and not dealing with fractions when you're doing the foiling. So x minus 1, x minus 6. Negative times negative is positive. So I end up getting in here x squared minus 7x plus 6. Okay, so it starts off the same, but what makes this a 4.25 is now I've got to distribute this. See how I got to distribute each? So I'm going to write this as -1/2 x squared. Negative times negative makes this positive, and I'm going to write this as 7/2 because I multiply the top times the top, and then there's just be like over 1. And then -1/2 times 6 would be -3. And now I have my standard form. And I should put f of x equals, because that really is. So these are the exact same equations, but this is once again factored form, right? And then this would be standard form. If you want, you can pause the video now and you can do the problem just to the right of example 2. Okay, when you come back, after pausing, we'll go ahead and do example 4, which is another 4.25 problem. All right, so this is sort of like, we did the 3.5 problem, but this is sort of the same thing. Just like this has an A value up front, well, so does this. And we need to distribute that -2 in our second step. So just like I did in the previous problem, in your 3.5 video, I gotta recognize that this is not x squared minus 4 squared. I've got to write out as x minus 4, x minus 4. I still got this plus 6. So order of operations, I need to do my multiplication. We got 3 things being multiplied. Doesn't matter how I multiply these, I need to multiply these 3 things together, then I add 6 at the end. So let's start off by doing x minus 4 and x minus 4. So you get x squared minus 4x minus 4x and 16. So this, when I multiply out, it's x squared. Notice I'm putting this all in parentheses. Got to multiply this whole thing by -2. -4 is -8x, and then plus 16. So first thing I do is do the x minus 4 squared. Next, I will distribute this -2. So -2x squared, negative times negative is positive 16x, and this will be -32. And then don't forget to do the plus 6. Sometimes you forget that. Okay, don't want to do that. So finally what I end up getting when I add these like terms, that would be -26. And then once again, this was y equals, so I want to write y equals. Okay, so I have, once again, these are the exact, if I graph these in decimal, and this form, you get the exact same thing, because they are the same thing. They're just different forms. All right, you can now go ahead and do the problem just to the right, example 4 in your packet. When you finish that, you need to get going on your homework, do problem set A or B, and then make sure you get those checked off before you leave tomorrow.